Well, hello there once again, friends and fans. Raptor here. Welcome back to Spintires with a little bit of a spin. That's right, we're going to look at some vehicles featured in Wargame Air-Land Battle. That includes the Command UAZ, the Tatra supply truck for Czechoslovakia, the BTR-70, and the Ural 375, which is available for the Soviets. We're going to drive these things around and get them a little muddy, so let's start with the UAZ, and we'll see kind of what these vehicles can do in this game. Of course, this is a developer's demo that is available on their website. Yeah, so, and there's tons of mods. People are always showing off their mods. That's right. Woo! Look at that. We're showing off, too, with our little whippy that we're doing there. And you can get stuck in the mud in this game. It's just awesome. Like, it's just a mudder's haven. Features a lot of Soviet and Russian vehicles, mostly post-World War II, so it's pretty much all the heavy haulers from the 50s all the way up until now. You got the UAZs and BTRs and all that other stuff featured by developers. Of course, we're going to show off what the Americans and what NATO has next. That includes the Humvee and the Hemet. A lot of these vehicles are not, I should say all the vehicles I've seen are not tracked. That's the point of getting stuck in the mud, just like that. You got to turn your differential lock on and your all-wheel drive on and just basically mud it and try to get through it. Looks like we've gotten awfully stuck here. Of course, with this kind of vehicle, it's a little bit more tricky, so you'll want to wiggle your way out a little bit, and we'll see if we can get our way back to the road. We have our parking brake and R and A. Q and E, by the way, turn on and off differential lock and all-wheel drive. We're going to turn off differential lock here and see if that helps at all. Might help us wiggle, give us a little wiggle room here in the mud. And I think I may have effectively gotten myself stuck. Oh, hold on a second. We're starting to break loose. It's going to give us some room there. Put differential lock on, and we'll see if we can plow ourselves forward. Gain up a little bit of speed. Oh, it looks like we done got stuck. Alright, so anyway, by the way, that's pretty much what happens in Wargame Air-Land Battle, isn't it? You'll get stuck in the mud, vehicle will be stuck for 18 or 20 seconds. This is exactly what they're doing. And what? There's no driver? Oh my god, it's insane. Yeah, so if you want to download this stuff, look for the link down below. There'll be a link to the forums and also a link to the website where you can download the basic demo, which shows off a few vehicles, or the developer's demo, which allows you to download mods. And of course, that's what I would suggest. Again, there's World War II Willys Jeeps from the Americans. There's just giant monster trucks and Kenworths and things that you can either take on these roads here, as you see, or you can get stuck in the mud. Look at this. I'm literally just next to the road, and I'm almost completely stuck. But luckily, we're making some movement. I actually, here's what'll happen. You'll never get as stuck as you do, or things will never go as wrong as when you're recording. But finally, we've broken ourselves loose. There's no first person, but the controls are sort of weird. You have to move the mouse to look at either side, and you really can't get further away from the vehicle than that. So up next is the BTR-70. And you can't really crush vehicles or drive over vehicles or anything, so we'll just pull off to the side of the road here, and we'll switch over to the menacing BTR-70. If you want to switch vehicles, by the way, you just kind of got to click and wiggle your mouse a little bit, and it'll pop up. We'll do the BTR-70 then next in line. I have the volume a little low, too, because a lot of these vehicles, since they're modded, really vary in their sound. So, holy crap, the BTR really gets going. Oh, man, that is a bumpy ride. And, by the way, the two front wheels turn kind of in unison, so it's not as prone to get stuck. Now, of course, the UAZ, not as fun of a vehicle to drive as this, but look at this. Even the tires on the back of the unit are actually bouncing around, and there's some camo on them as well. That's really cool. Here's some mud. There we go. This is what we came for. Let's get stuck over here. Of course, Hank, as you remember, may have driven on this before. We're actually going to try to go up this hill a little bit, see if we can turn ourselves around. Oh, that's not going to be a problem for the six-wheel drive BTR-70. No way. Oh, what do I mean 6? I mean 8. Jeez, I can't even count. But look at that. There was no problem getting out of that. Alright, we'll come down to the end here. Actually, let's cut through the forest, see if we can get stuck again, and then we'll just come right back to the other vehicles. Now, where I parked as well, there's also kind of a testing range for vehicles where you can kind of put them through the paces that they do in standard military vehicles. You'll see them like, oh, here we go, getting a little stuck here. Nah, no match. No match. Oh, wait, the tree might be. Alright, but we'll back that up real quick. So this vehicle is extremely responsive compared to the UAZ. So there you go. Command's not so good. BTR-70 would be a great command. BRDM, I did not see that in the mods, by the way. But I basically just grabbed what I immediately recognized from Wargame Air-Land Battle. So that includes the mostly the supply vehicles. What I also saw was the Kolos, but that's very similar to the Tetra. and also some other versions of the Ural trucks and whatnot. But these were about as similar as I could get to Wargame Airland Battle. Also, I did not see, I see the Striker for the Americans, but not the LAV-25. And of course, they're probably basically the same thing, but you get the point with the BTR-70. They both look pretty much the same and both respond the same, but they are different, and I'm going to test them out. So, but they are somewhat similar in the sense that they just can't get stuck. Look at this, we're just plowing right through with differential lock and all-wheel drive on. Nothing will stop you, and if you turn those off, that's how you'll speed up. So it looks like we took a wrong turn, and we're actually heading into the ocean, into the river actually. And we'll ford this because we've got plenty of time. Why not? What's the rush, huh? And that's what this vehicle's meant to do. Wargame Air Land Battle has the amphibious vehicles coming up soon, so you'll be seeing this in no time. Look at that. She's staying above the water. I can't zoom out any further, so the view's kind of strange if I try to do cool angles. Plus, you all know that I'm probably going to crash anyway. Huge hill up here, so we'll just turn around and we'll head on back to the military base. But the BTR-70 is definitely a fun one to drive. There's also log mods in this in Spintires, mods that people have basically attached a old-ass Kamaz truck or a Maz or something like that. Basically, it's an old Russian semi that has like a long log trailer on it, and that is some fun to drive. I've gotten it to work once, but I'm not going to try it out here because this is all about Airland Battle and Spintires coming together to make some vehicle loving. That's right. Look at all the splashing we're doing in the pool of love. That's awesome. Really good graphics in this game, really nice physics. Everything looks beautiful. Again, just for a game where you drive around digitally and just rip up grass and dirt and mud, this is pretty much a little boy's dream. And we'll turn off these differential lock and all-wheel drive and see how fast we can get going. There's no control on the... There's nothing actually that tells you how fast you're going, which is kind of disappointing. But I don't want to get stuck in the mud. It didn't really happen. So the UAZ easily stuck. BTR, again, not really. Not so much. So this is where we want to go this time. I took a wrong turn, but I think it was worth it because this is pretty much an amphibious transport. And you can see they did a really good job on it as well. No machine gun on the front. But, you know, there's the... Oops. Uh-oh. Beep, beep. There's a little port where it goes. And as you can see, our vehicle's not damaged at all either. It's pretty much... You could actually climb over those rocks if you wanted as well. We could do that, but, nah. Not now. We gotta switch vehicles. Let's switch over to... and, of course, I don't have to drive this back either. I just kind of wanted to show off the route that I took to get here. And here's the testing range, by the way, as I was talking about. And you can see how the wheels kind of have to... You know, you can drive on here and stress out your tires and see how the shock absorbers work, or go up a giant hill and see how well it can climb. So you can see that this game really has some crazy physics to it, and we'll have to turn on... look at that. So that's really putting to work on the suspension, and that's exactly what this is designed to do, this vehicle and also this course. And I wouldn't recommend the UAZ on here. But anyway, let's pull off the road now with the BTR. And beep, beep. Oh, I wanted to make that turn. Can we make it? I know we can't. Oh, shame. That would have been cool. That would have been as cool as Jean-Claude Van Damme between the two Volvos. All right, so let's put her in park. Let's try out the Tetra. So basically, this is a giant. This is like the Kolos. There's different various units of this under the kind of the same name. Of course, they're all a little different. They all have different names, but it's a giant supply truck with a crew in it. In fact, you can see a guy in there actually sitting backwards, and that's additional troop transport and like a suicide door on that sumbitch. We're also going to need a suicide ball on that too to do some crazy turns. So let's get rolling in it. And we'll go up the hill behind us and see what the climbing power is at full speed. And, of course, this one has the turning radius of the Earth's equator. So you're definitely not going to want to go too far with this one. Like, look at this. Just, if the Americans were coming, look at that turning radius. I'm sure it's the same as the BTR, but... Wow, actually, this is not... Okay, I may have spoken too soon, Tetra. I'm sorry, girl. Alright, up next is the Euro 375 sitting there, but we'll skip that for the moment. Get out of our way. We got important... Uh-oh. We got important ditches to get stuck in. Oh no! Wait a minute, can I get out of this? Oh, I bet I can. Hold on. The game has challenged me. Now I have to answer it. Oh yeah. Look at that. Mud seeping into the cabin. I can get out of this. It's just going to take a whole lot of flooring, kids. This is actually what's happening in Wargame Airland Battle when you're not paying attention when it says it's stuck in the mud. It's actually rolling around like a pig to cool itself. The Tetra is actually a living creature, a living, breathing unit. A lot of people like to play the game and be super serious about it, but not me. Okay, Tetra, I think it's time to get out of the mud, sweetie. Let's go up the hill. Oh, come on, don't be so lazy. Come on, you got your differential lock on. We gotta go. Oh, 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 oh! Come on. If I back up now, we're gonna be screwed. Let's just keep flooring and wiggling those tires. This is what this game's all meant to be, by the way. If you're not getting stuck in spin tires, then you're not doing right. By the way, the hitch in the back actually swings around when you're moving. Unlike me, I'm stuck in the mud. But there is something we can do to get out of that. Oh, look at that. Oh, wow, we did that. Oh, my God. Oh, we got out. Oh, I am so good, you guys. All right, differential lock and all-wheel drive are off, but we'll never get up this hill. So we got to turn them both on, and we'll try that again. There we go. You can see it's covered, I think, as in Airland Battle as well. Most vehicles are covered. I think, anyway. Some of them might be exposed, but as far as I can think of, the Pact is. So again, here's the turning radius of the Earth's equator. Just look at this turn. Oh, oh. Okay, we got around the pole. Look at that giant turn we had to make. I mean, again, these aren't, these aren't Mini Coopers by far, but anyway, what we can do is go down here and see if we can roll it again. Now, I would like you to roll, and now it's not going to roll. Watch. This is how it works. This is how videos work, everybody. Alright, anyway. Okay, Tartar, you're queen of the mountain. Whatever. Wow, that's a bad bitch. Alright, let's move over to the Euro 375, and we'll end this for Pact. If I find anything else, of course, there are plenty different various units. You know, there's different Urals, and there's different Tartaras and stuff, and there's ones with trailers and everything. In fact, there's even one with the trailer that tows a T-55, and I'll just show that off later, but I wanted to strictly stick to units that were in Wargame Airland Battle. So as you see, we did pretty good there, not getting stuck until we kind of fell into the river there. So the Euro 375 tent here, because it's got the thing in the back. There's also the 375, I think, in Airland Battle that has kind of like a hardened cabin around it. And, the difference in that game is that they hold more or whatever. But again, it's just the difference in this game of what it looks like. Some of these designs are basically 4 of the same truck. Some of them covered, some of them not. Different colors, different tires, and that kind of helps you to move around differently in the game. But for purposes of Wargame Airland Battle, I thought it'd be pretty sweet to show you guys that. So, who's king of the mountain now, baby? That's right, the Ural is. All right. So coming up next, we'll show off some American NATO stuff. I pretty much just saw mostly American stuff. So, but if you see anything, that truck, I love that truck. Oh man, it doesn't. Oh, man, look at that truck. That is a strong, independent truck who don't need no man. Oh my God. All right. So anyway, if you guys see anything cool and you want me to test it out, including games like Spintires, mods, and everything else, including Space Engineers and all the other games I play, leave a comment down below in those respected videos. And speaking of respect, you got to show some respect to this modding community and all the vehicles, and of course Spintires. So go download it down below, and stay tuned for the next episode. It's gonna be America, everybody. America. So we'll see you soon. Bye. Woo! Oh, you're too good. You're too good, Ural. You're too good.